Hi guys, good afternoon. I'm just gonna get started right away. Sorry I'm not on at the regular time. Today was just crazy and I wanted to give this topic the attention it deserved because it's something that is super, super important. I've been getting a lot of messages lately about just supplementation in general. But people are starting to wake up to the fact that they don't feel great and they're looking for solutions. And this is something that I have taken really seriously, especially in 2017. It was really, really important to me to feel good in my body. And again, for those of you who don't know, my name is Chelsea. Wanted to introduce myself. I'm an elite leader with doTERRA, and this topic, like I said, is something that is very, very close to my heart and somewhere that I knew I needed to up-level my education in, so that I could share this topic with other people because I wasn't fully aware of a lot of the information and education behind what I'm about to share. And it's just so incredible. And I really needed to up level that muscle of mine and really learn the ins and outs of all the supplements that I was taking, so that I could better educate you guys. Okay. And my job here is not to make anybody feel bad for their current situation, but instead just shed some light and make hopefully make you see where you can maybe implement some changes, so that you can thrive and feel great. Okay, I want that for people. I'm very aware that part of my mission now is to help other women feel incredible. Okay, I spent a little over a year really healing myself internally, externally, emotionally, and I'm very clear that that is where I need to go next, is help women feel as good as I do feel, as good as I feel right now. So I don't want you to feel bad. The intention of this whole series, and especially this topic, is to just empower you to start looking at making little changes, little tweaks, and hopefully helping you feel unreal in your body. And I know this isn't a very sexy topic. I'm not going to talk too much about oils today, but I really want you to see that this is so simple. And my goal here is to not help you lose 50 pounds. I mean, with any sort of change, positive change to your diet, your health, whatever you might be implementing, you're going to see changes in your body, probably changes in your weight, but that's not my goal here. It's not like a weight loss series or a weight loss webinar. That's not my intention. I really want to give you simple, easy to implement tools that get you feeling vibrant. Okay. And I just want you to know this doesn't have to be overwhelming. I know when I first started, there was so many things that people were throwing at me that I could implement, and I just want you to listen to your body. That's what I did. You know what feels best. Your body is your best guide, and it's my hope that you become a little bit more in tune with what works for you, what doesn't work for you, because I don't think we should be relying on other people to give us everything that our body is asking for. It's really about tuning inwards, getting in touch with where your body is asking you to go, and then giving it that, okay? The reason that I love doTERRA and doTERRA's products, and the reason that I resonate so deeply with it is, one, simply they work. It's just as simple as that. They're so easy to implement and they work. doTERRA has an entire medical advisory board that reviews every single product that doTERRA has. And what I love about that is they implement, it's made up of doctors, chiropractors, etc. And they implement these tools, these essential oils, these supplements into their own practice. Like taking them personally and giving them to other people. So the research that goes behind these oils is impeccable. Not only that, the company just has such heart and are so transparent about everything that they're sharing. So you can feel confident about what you're putting in your body. I mean, sometimes you go to the store and you could buy a supplement, but you don't really know what's in that bottle, and nobody has been there to educate you on that, and that's not your fault at all. So with all the resources that doTERRA has, you can feel confident in your choices. That's kind of my intro there. I have tons of notes because I don't want to do this topic a disservice. And I want to make sure that I'm giving you a good, well-rounded overview of the things that I've implemented, along with like a really good foundation on the supplements, so that you can take something, at least something from today's video, and just start implementing a regular practice. Okay. For those of you who don't know my story, all my life, pretty much since I can remember, probably since like middle school, so like grade 7, 8, that's when my digestive issues really started, and I didn't know any better at the time. I don't even think I was fully made my parents aware of everything that was going on, because I just thought it was a part of life. I thought it was pretty normal. It obviously wasn't, but I didn't know any better. I didn't feel good through high school, university. I was tired all the time. My digestion was an all-time low, and I wasn't putting a focus on, one, what I was eating, and two, I definitely wasn't supplementing. That just wasn't on my radar, and it wasn't really enforced all that much in my home. So that was just never something that was on my radar. And before I joined doTERRA, I started to realize that something was wrong. Okay. I started to listen to my body, and that was kind of when my whole journey started to transform. I had issues with digestion. So, one of my girlfriends is a holistic nutritionist, and I said, enough's enough. Like, I'm going to come see you and just chat about what's going on. So I got on some supplements with her. We kind of reviewed my diet, what was going on. A little after that, I stopped taking birth control. Hey, I'm going to chat about that on Saturday when I talk about women's health, but I stopped taking birth control, and I think that was a pivotal moment. Those two things, really, one, taking responsibility for how I was feeling, and getting off the pill, making that decision, it really allowed me to get way more in tune with what was happening in my body, what worked, what didn't. And right after that, pretty much, I joined doTERRA. It was like this instant shift of, okay, I'm not messing around anymore, and it's time to start listening to my heart. My body knows best, and this is where I'm being guided. So I joined doTERRA through just that whole journey with my nutritionist, implementing essential oils, and then getting on the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. I've been able to heal my digestion, heal my gut. There's things I do on a daily basis to keep up with that. In doing that, I've been able to heal my skin. I've always had acne. It's one of the reasons I was on birth control in the first place. I didn't want to deal with it as a teenager. Who does? As like a 13-year-old girl, you really don't want to have to deal with skin issues on top of everything else that you're dealing with. So that was one of my reasons for going on birth control in the first place. So coming off it was a little bit of a rocky road, but through implementing essential oils, supplementing, reducing my toxic load, which I talked about on Tuesday with the Supernatural Self-Care, I was able to heal my skin, my digestion, and then almost without even trying, I was able to heal emotionally. I didn't really realize all of the work that I had to do internally, but that couldn't happen when I was unhealthy and I was just filled with toxins. It wasn't going to happen. So I really needed to take a look at my health first and fix that first. And it's been so incredible. Sorry, my dog is whining. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Just needs to lay down. I'm going to link in the comments doTERRA's Live Guide. I should have linked it earlier, but that's okay. That's all right. It really gives you a solid foundation of what you should be doing in order to live a vibrant lifestyle and get you on the right track. I'm going to cover off a lot today, but that just gives you a reference to go back to. It's incredible. So I'm going to link it in the comments below, okay? And everything that I'm going to talk about, like I said, I'm not meaning to overwhelm you, but it's really to start to get you to implement small changes, small daily changes that will make a big impact on your life in the long run, okay? The main thing I'm going to talk about today is the supplements and the Lifelong Vitality. You could eat so well, so clean, really nutrient-dense diet, and you're still not going to be getting everything that you need just because of the food quality that we have nowadays. And on top of that, a lot of people don't have the proper tools in their digestive system to begin with in order to break down that food properly. So you might be eating amazing nutrient-dense food, but it certainly doesn't have as much as you need, and it definitely isn't getting absorbed into your body completely, okay? There's so many gaps in nutrition nowadays, and I believe and I know for a fact it's so essential, especially for women, that you have to be supplementing daily in order to receive the nutrition you need. And that all comes from the supplements that doTERRA offers. So Lifelong Vitality Pack really is the foundation, and I'm going to talk about the 3 elements. I'm going to talk about Terrazyme, which is doTERRA's enzyme. That's going to help you break down the food that you're eating. And I'm going to also talk about the probiotic, which is going to keep your gut healthy, okay? And create a good environment for you to absorb the nutrients that you need. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about why we need to supplement first, and then I'll get into the juice of the Lifelong Vitality Pack, a couple of the other supplements that I love, and then I just wanted to give you a little bit of extra information about other things that I implement with essential oils to just keep everything running well, especially with the emotional side of things. A lot of people, so I'm going to start out with just talking about why we need to supplement and then how, okay? So, like I mentioned, and I've talked about this all week, the food we eat, the air we breathe is toxic nowadays, and it's super important to have something to supplement and fight against that. People aren't necessarily aware of everything that is affecting them on a daily basis. And it's your job to take ownership and reduce your toxic exposure. So that's some of that you can control, some of that you can't. And then you want to support your defense functions. You want to support your immunity, support your body. Crazy dogs. And then you want to support your elimination functions through your skin, okay, through your digestive system, and really create the best environment for your body to do what it needs to do. So when we're talking about toxic exposure, I've mentioned this all week, so go back and watch the videos. You want to be using essential oils instead of fragrances, eliminating any cleaning products that are super chemical and synthetic and toxic for you. I love rinsing my veggies with some lemon. Limonene is the main constituent in most citrus oils, and it's so cleansing, okay, for not only you, but if you're cleaning your veggies, so important. I think if I were to recommend an oil and you only had an opportunity to get one oil, a citrus oil is perfect because they're generally inexpensive, so cleansing for the body, so uplifting for the mood. So you really want to implement citrus into your routine. And then we talk about supporting your defense function. So, and elimination functions. And this is where your supplementation comes in. So you really need to be nourishing your body with the right nutrients, in order to neutralize all the other toxins that you don't have control over. Reduce inflammation, help improve your immune system. And these are all of the things that Lifelong Vitality and the other supplements do for you. Also, when you're taking some sort of supplementation, it's going to help you help your digestive system do what it needs to do, instead of leaving it to fend for itself, okay? All right, I'm going to get started on the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's funny because I talk about essential oils a lot. And one of the things that I tell people is, like, if you gave me a choice and I had to choose right now between essential oils and Lifelong Vitality, I would choose Lifelong Vitality 100%, because it gives my body the tools that it needs to function properly, and then my essential oils just make everything that much better. I have noticed a drastic shift in the way that I live my life, the energy that I have, the way my immune system has just been, it thrives. I hardly ever get sick. Haven't gotten the flu this year, and it's been super bad. And it's because of Lifelong Vitality. And I know that because I can feel that in my body. Okay, so I'm just going to take a sip of water. So, Lifelong Vitality is made up of 3 components. Okay, you have your Alpha CRS, which is your cellular complex. It keeps your system clean and allows your body to do what it needs to do. Your Microplex DMZ, which is your food nutrient complex. Think of it like a multivitamin, but way better. It keeps everything just nice and clean, and like I said, fills the gaps in your nutrients. And then you have your Axi Omega, which is your omegas, your fish oils, and that really just keeps everything moving smoothly, helps the other two to do their jobs. Okay, I wanted to break down what each of these do for you, just to give you a better idea of everything that you're getting. And this comes up a lot with when we talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, because the doses of the Lifelong Vitality Pack are not as high as you might see in other supplements that you're taking. But what doTERRA has done is they have found the most pure sources for these products and made it the best quality. And when you do that, you don't need to overdose on supplements. A lot of supplements nowadays are filled with chemicals, or they're not made from whole foods, and you're creating almost like an overdose because you're not sure how people will react to it. So you don't need that much when you're getting them from whole food sources. It's just not necessary. So your Microplex VMZ, it provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth. And like I said, this fills the gaps in your nutrition, really gives you that solid foundation where your food is lacking. Okay, it fights free radicals with antioxidants. It supports a healthy metabolism, and it gives you certain nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium. Those two are two vitamins, especially if you live here in Canada. We just don't get enough sunshine. I think it's been gray for like a month and a half now. You're not getting that from outside sources, and I'm going to talk about vitamin D and magnesium on Saturday when I talk about women's health specifically, but this has all of that in it for you. You don't have to be taking 8 different supplements. You can just be taking one. Okay. Yeah. The Microplex VMZ also contains the doTERRA Tummy Tamer, which is the DigestZen, or the ZenJust, depending if you're in Canada or the US. And it just, if you've ever used it, it's awesome for digestion. It calms everything down, anything from bloating to just uncomfortable discomfort. It really helps to soothe and give relief from that. So I love Microplex VMZ. The next one I wanted to chat about was the XE Omega. Okay, so everybody knows, I mean, fish oil has been a huge topic now for a couple years, and what that really does, it helps to support heart, it helps to support circular health, healthy joint function, and making sure everything is running smoothly. It's got immune boosting nutrients. Okay, it provides support for healthy skin, healthy eyes, healthy brain function, healthy nervous system. It gives you so much that so your body can run smoothly. Okay. There's also some amazing essential oils in these XE Omegas. So there's clove, frankincense, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway. Again, those are great oils for your digestive system. Great oils to support immunity and support antioxidant, up that antioxidant in your body. So just an amazing combination. There's also vitamin D in this complex. Okay, you're getting such a well-rounded support from these supplements. So you can be confident in what you're taking. And this is why so many people feel incredible quite quickly when you start taking this, because it's ingredients and components that you're not getting currently either from food sources or from other supplementation that you're taking. So I love lifelong vitality. I don't think I can stress that enough. And then the last one in the pack is Alpha CRS. So this is a cellular blend. It helps healthy cellular function. And really all that means is it supports your cells in doing what they need to do. Helps them to regenerate and reduce the stresses that you're getting from outside sources. It helps cellular energy. So a lot of people, like I said, will report increased energy when they start taking this. I did for sure. I used to be one of those people who was always tired, always. Not anymore. It helps with mental clarity and immune function. Okay, so all of these things are helping to support your body do what it's supposed to do and what it can do naturally. Okay, that's why I love Lifelong Vitality, is it works in conjunction with your system and what you already have. Okay, so Lifelong Vitality, you are supposed to take 3 like doses throughout the day when you eat. So like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I take them all in the morning, and that's just because I have a busy day. Creating a habit of taking supplements has been a challenge for me, so I have made it completely easy. I actually keep all of mine in this like round tub. I try and put the labels. Sometimes they fall off, so I need to get some new labels, but I put them all there. I have them in the morning when I'm eating my breakfast because I'm home, I'm focused, I'm sitting down to eat, and that's easy for me, and that works, and I feel good in my body when I do that. Going back to what I said at the beginning, you want to make sure that you're listening to your body always. So taking them all in the morning might not work for you, and it might work to space them out. You need to decide that for yourself, okay? Yeah, it's incredible, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to beat a dead horse. There's 2 other ones that I mentioned, the Terrazyme and the probiotic, which is called PB Assist, and I'm just going to touch on them very quickly. The Terrazyme is an enzyme, obviously, a digestive enzyme, and what digestive enzymes do is they help break down your food, so that your body can absorb the nutrients properly. If your food's not breaking down, it's not going to absorb into your system, and you're not going to get that nutrients that you need. So having a digestive enzyme, okay, I take one before I eat. Sometimes I forget, and that's okay, but I always make sure to have a couple on me, especially if I'm eating something a little bit heavier that I know is not 100% going to agree with me. I'll make sure to take one of these so that my body can absorb everything that it needs to. It helps you metabolize your food faster, and helps you convert the energy that you get from your food into energy that you can use and expend. And it really helps to promote comfort in your GI tract. So a lot of people who have like IBS or digestive issues, incorporating a digestive enzyme into your routine is very important. And that was one of the turning points when I implemented that in my digestion. It really helped me to support my system, because you don't have to feel like shit. I did, and it sucks, and I know the feeling of just not feeling good no matter what you eat. So implement that if you have any of those symptoms, okay? And then the last one I want to talk about is the probiotic, and it's so important to be implementing a probiotic. I feel like I'm saying everything's important, but so much disease, it comes from the gut, and a lot of research has been released recently and is going to continue to be released that chronic disease, diabetes, all of this is linked to your gut health. And if we're not supporting the gut in a healthy way, you're going to get sick. Okay, your immune system is going to be low, and your body just isn't going to be able to combat all the stresses that it's getting. A lot of people have concerns about doTERRA's probiotic, and that's because it is 6 billion CFU, and a lot of times you'll go to the drugstore or you'll get like pharmaceutical grade probiotics, and they'll be upwards of like 50 billion. And a lot of people say that you need more, especially if you have gut problems. But what doTERRA has done is they've really engineered a product that, again, you don't need to be overdosing. So they have a 6 billion, and it's encapsulated, it's a word I can't pronounce clearly, in a prebiotic. And prebiotics are essentially food for the probiotics. And sometimes when you get a probiotic, you have to also get a prebiotic, or you should be getting a prebiotic if you're taking probiotics. Whoever suggested the probiotic to you should have told you to take a prebiotic. And the way that doTERRA has engineered their probiotic is it's encapsulated. And that really allows the probiotic to get all the way down your system, through your stomach acid, and into your gut with that 6 billion. Okay, completely intact, because it's encapsulated and it has that protection around it. A lot of these probiotics with a higher CFU content, they have that because not all of that gets to your gut, and a lot of it dies before. A lot of that great bacteria that you need in your gut will die from your stomach acid before it gets to your digestive tract where it needs to do the work. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Okay. That's all for supplements. There's a couple more, but I don't want to overwhelm you too much. So I just wanted to give you a little quick list of what I do throughout the day. Some oils that I implement to help me feel great and increase my vitality. So in the morning, I'll pop on my diffuser always. I usually wake up around 6 and I get a couple hours of work done. And I'll pop something in my diffuser, whatever I'm feeling that morning. So sometimes I'm needing to ground and just chill, and it's frankincense and lavender. Other days I'm feeling really anxious. I'll pop some Balance or Siberian Fir in there. I love rubbing Balance on the bottoms of my feet to help reduce anxiety and really ground me into my day. That's an awesome routine. Like I said before, citrus oils in the diffuser, awesome in the morning, really great for uplifting your mood and just setting the tone for the day. Really, really important. I take a capsule, a veggie cap. So you can get these veggie caps from doTERRA. They're empty pill capsules that are made from veggies. And I pop a drop of frankincense, a drop of copaiba, and a drop of Siberian Fir in there. And I take that every day. Like I had mentioned with my emotional health, it's been a journey healing that, and part of that was recognizing that I had anxiety and I didn't want to admit it. I didn't really know I had anxiety until I started tuning into my body, but it's a very real thing for a lot of people. And that was something that was really important to me. So taking that little capsule has been really effective. I know the internal use debate is like a hot topic, and what I would say is just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that you need to be doing it. And again, it's about tapping into that inner listening and what your body's asking for. And if your body says no, that's completely fine, and you don't need to feel bad about that. And if your body's saying yes, I'm going to take that internally because I feel great, again, don't have to feel bad about that. It's such a personal decision. Just make sure you are using 100% pure, because you don't want to be putting anything into your body that's nasty and synthetic. So frankincense, why do I put frankincense in my veggie cap? It is amazing for inflammatory response, helping with any inflammation in the body, reduce inflammation, and really support healthy cell function, kind of like the alpha CRS. Helps your cells repair, helps them do what they need to do to function properly. Copaiba is the newest powerhouse oil. What I love about copaiba is it has very similar properties to frankincense, and it's not as expensive. Some people struggle with frankincense because it is a little bit more expensive, so it's awesome that we have copaiba, which has very similar properties in terms of what it does to your system. And I don't know if you've seen recently, but there's been a lot of information that's been released about copaiba and its effect on the endocannabinoid system. And what that essentially is it has the same effects of cannabis, okay, or marijuana, without the cognitive, I don't want to say consequences, but the cognitive effects that you get from marijuana. So it gives you better sleep, okay, helps promote restful sleep, helps to calm you, helps to soothe any anxious feelings, helps with pain. It's great for pain, but you don't get any of the cognitive effects that you get with marijuana, okay? And then I love putting Siberian fir in there. Siberian fir has been an incredible oil for my anxiety. I've just reacted very well to it. It soothes me instantly, and really it just helps to balance my emotions, so I throw that one in there. Like I mentioned, I take my Lifelong Vitality in the morning when I eat breakfast. Increasing your water intake is always a good one. I try and get at least 3 liters in the day. I know that can be hard. I carry a big water bottle so that happens. But yeah, those are just some quick tips of ways that I start my day off, incorporating the Lifelong Vitality and the supplements, just to feel great. And it can be as simple as that, as implementing 1 or 2 things a day that you know will really impact you in a positive way. Because when you start doing one thing, it starts like this trickle effect, and you kind of get this high on feeling good, and you want to feel even better. And it's like, okay, what can I do next to feel even better in my body? And the Lifelong Vitality Pack has been just so incredible in doing that for me. I would love if you have any questions, please comment below on the video. Let me know what you're feeling, what you need support on. If you're watching this at the time of this recording, it's January 2018. I had to think about that for a moment. We are on our team running a Cleanse and Restore group. So it's a 30-day cleanse, or I guess 28-day, in February, starting February 5th. And what we're really going to do is take you through an entire overhaul. So if you're feeling called to do that, reach out to me. We can get your kit. We can get you set up and really get you on the right foot with making these changes in your body. We go through a lot of the supplements that I talked about today, plus a few extras. I'm super excited because there's a couple products in there that I have never had the chance to try. So if you're feeling called to that, you're feeling called to make some changes, and you want to feel better in your body, shoot me a message or comment below, and we can chat about how you get that started, okay? Have an amazing rest of your day, and tomorrow we are chatting emotional wellness, I believe. Yes. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to chat about that, like I have been with every other topic. So, yeah, that's all. Have an amazing rest of your night, and I'd love to hear from you how you're making these changes, okay? Mwah. Bye.